Show her in, please.
Have you seen this? Look at this smug little bug. And free cupcakes? And look at these polling numbers. Conrad's crushing me. When I hired you to manage my campaign for class president, I thought you'd organize buzzy promos like this.
Miss Burton, this is a cheap gimmick, not a strategy. What you need to win is the perfect campaign slogan, which I will reveal to you now in a dramatic presentation that draws upon my unresolved feelings of loneliness. Great timing. Dear Tim and Moby, how can we use figurative language in our writing? From Ms. Macy's class. Well, that's a straightforward question. It's literal language. The words mean exactly what they say. That's different from figurative language or figures of speech. They say one thing and mean another for a particular effect. Like here, we're not talking about actual movement through space. It's about progress, making things better than they are now. But instead of saying it literally, we use an expression that suggests certain images, feelings, or ideas. These connotations are like a hidden layer of meaning that the audience brings to the language, which is much more powerful than just being told something.
Meh. Moving forward seems kind of flat. What else you got?
Okay, well, voters want a leader they can believe in. Let's convince them you're worthy of their trust with a brilliant simile. That's a figure of speech that uses like or as to compare two things. For example, Cassie Burton, leading like a boss. In other words, you're confident, super decisive, in control, all that good boss stuff. It's a powerful image, you as the boss of a business, making tough decisions for your company. Voters will know you've got the makings of a great class president. I told you we're not doing the ferret simile. But, I'm glad you saw this, because it shows how careful you need to be with figurative language. I mean, sure, some people see ferrets as tough and feisty, but for a lot of others, they have a negative connotation. They're aggressive and tricky, not exactly qualities we want in a class president. To get the effect you want, you have to use images that fit the situation. The same goes for metaphors. That's a comparison that doesn't use like or as. Metaphors can be even more compelling than similes, since you're saying the two things are the same, not just similar. That's how we came up with this next one. You're not just like our captain, you are our captain, metaphorically. But it's often more effective to make your metaphor indirect. Instead of coming out and saying the word captain, we'll hint at it. Steady as she goes, through rough seas, guiding us to shore. Now, the captain comparison happens in our audience's heads. And we've got an extended metaphor, one that keeps the comparison going. Ahoy, mateys! Is everyone on board?
You know I get seasick. You're killing me with these ideas.
Now that is a great example of hyperbole, major exaggeration for emphasis. And, as it happens, the device we're using in this next idea. Cassie Burton, crushing it, 25-7. Or, if we want to go negative, Conrad, 0 effort, 0 results. Yes, I know how many hours are in a day. I'm exaggerating how hard Cassie will work at the job, and how little Conrad will.
Now, let's not set the bar so high. This is kind of a resume filler for me.
How about a little irony, then? Using a word or phrase to signify the opposite of its usual meaning. Vote Conrad, the junk food candidate. See, you're encouraged to vote for Conrad, but by linking him with junk food, it actually means the opposite. And, bonus, we're using his own poster.
Look, you know I love this negative stuff, but I think it's against school rules.
Okay, how about this then? George, Tom, Ted, Abe, Cassie.
What is that, a class roster?
No, it's an allusion to Mount Rushmore. An allusion is a reference to a well-known person, place, or event. A lot of times it's from literature, the Bible, mythology, or in this case, history. Including you with all these presidents implies that you belong among their ranks. It plays on voters' longing for the late, great leaders of this nation. This isn't just a poster. It's a time machine, bringing us back to a place we ache to go again.
You gotta be kidding. Does this soulful copywriter shtick work on your other clients? Anyway, I don't want to remind kids of something out of history class, you know?
Fair enough. You have to know your audience. Okay, last one. Wham, bam, boom. Onomatopoeia is language that suggests the sound of the stuff it's referencing. I can almost hear you crashing into every classroom to make big structural change.
So in this scenario, I'm like a wrecking ball, or some kind of intruder.
Look, there are other kinds of figures of speech we could try. Personification, paradoxes, idioms, puns. Voting is your ticket to the show, so let's hit a home run and hitch our rising star to Cassie. This is the worst mixed metaphor I've ever read. First, your vote is a ticket, then we're on a baseball field, and then out in space?
Well, I think it's a winner. It literally captures everything about why I'm the perfect candidate for class president.
No, it doesn't literally capture anything. Never mind, I quit. I'm going to California to meditate or something.
Great idea. Ooh, and we can hand out lollipops too.